So we noticed that this abandoned building is now a giant bazaar marketplace of some sort. This parking lot used to always be empty, and now it's like completely packed. So we're gonna go check out what's up. So this ended up turning into like a giant indoor marketplace garage sale kind of. So we found a little end cap of DVDs, and there happened to be 2 GameCube games in there, and they're each 10 bucks, which is a pretty good deal. So we're walking out, and she ended up doing $10 for both of these. She set the price. I was like, what would you want for both? And she said 10, so that's crazy. These are both like $30 games. Resident Evil is complete. Sonic is not. It's just disc. The one booth we stopped at happened to be the people that run the entire marketplace here. And they do like estate sale, junk removal, clean out type stuff. And I told them like, hey, we buy furniture and video games, so if you come across it, like send it my way, I'll let you know. So, potential. So far we found Wii guitar, drums, Xbox 360, and then 1988 G1 Transformers for $7. So we just ran into a random Goodwill, and my wife was looking for picture frames. I ended up spending $525 and filled the entire back bed of my truck of these 072, I think it's the Mega Fires. These sell 5,280 times a month on Amazon, and the profit off each one is $43. There's 22 total. I just made almost $1,000 at Goodwill. Crazy. Another quick update from the garage. Here is all of the freaking Nerf gun type I got from Goodwill. I paid $550 for all this. There's Billy. And values on eBay and Amazon is between like $1,800 to $3,100 depending on which platform you sell it on. On Amazon, they're selling 175 times a day with a rank of 1,000 in toys, which is nuts. And then Billy ended up selling this West Elm couch he got for what, 100 bucks? 100 bucks, maybe last week. Maybe before that. Within 7 days for sure. It was like 4 days. Yeah, and someone just bought it for $650, so we gotta go deliver it. So I'm back inside. I've packaged up all the remaining guns. Here, 3 people bought 3, and then this big one person bought 4, and it happened to fit perfectly in this giant Home Depot wardrobe box, which those are the dimensions. Hopefully shipping's not just going to eat me alive, but we shall see. I am contemplating resizing this gap, and also for sure like the height right here, to make it as small of a box as possible, and just see. I will do the price calculations first. Future Jameson here. Update on all those Nerf guns and all that stuff. They actually, all of them sold in 24 hours. And it proved that I'm not joking. There is what, $1,937 in my Amazon seller account. Crazy. It ended up not being as much profit as I hoped it would be, because shipping just absolutely brutalized me. So shipping on average was like $33. So I think like on average I made, I think like 15. My gross profit was $318, so about a 52% return on my original $600 investment, which is totally fine at 24-hour, like, actual quick flip. And so that was pretty sick. And then those 2 games I bought at that little like market bazaar place, the Sonic already sold, I believe, and the Resident Evil was missing one of the discs, unfortunately. So that one has not sold. And then we've had a bunch of other eBay stuff sell. This month has been absolutely insane because it's Christmas Q4. So sales have been just flooding in, and I forgot to record about 99% of it, as I tend to do on accident. But I will show you some of the stuff that literally just sold within the last like hour. So be right back. So we got someone bought a Mario N64 console bundle and a random bundle of Nintendo Wii games, or DS games. So let's just go ahead and pull that stuff real quick. So I know that this is an E5, and I listed it October 15th. So that is somewhere in here. All this tissue paper is from me redoing my entire Super Nintendo collection. Hi, kitty. And this is right here. How many is this? 6 of them. So yeah, we'll get these 6. Oh, too many. So there you go. Bunch of super low-end DS games sold for $25 shipped. Probably $18 left over after fees, which isn't that bad. And then the next thing that sold for $110 shipped, kind of a low one, but that's okay. I have maybe 20 bucks into this. N64 Mario, which is actually right here. All my consoles are already pre-packaged, ready to go. So when someone buys something, I can literally just print the label and slap it on there. No time lost. I also purchased a large Nintendo collection, or manual collection. So everything you see here is from a recent manual buy. I spent $1,100 simply so I can keep the single manual. I already had everything else. So everything else is for sale. So I kept that one and Battletoads Battle Maniacs, which is, if you don't know, they're all pretty expensive. And then I bought in Chase After the Right Prices Discord, or no, Caleb's Phoenix Resale Discord. I bought this off someone locally, or on their Discord, and they shipped it to me. I think I paid like, I don't remember, $100. It was this plus Mystical Ninja Complete. And these are all my currently listed manuals. I'm trying a new method where I list them like this. So like when I do batches, like all this batch right here is the stuff I listed on November 10th. Then I took a huge break from manuals because I kind of got tired of it. So 11, 20, and 8, 29, the 4th, and the 5th. And then so when something sells on eBay, I know exactly where it's at within reason. My Super Nintendo collection has been growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. All of these, I've gone through my entire collection. Well, maybe 40% of it, which is crazy. That's right here. But everything that's actually in these original protective game box cases are now complete on the shelf. And then these ones down here, this one actually was just only the box, but everything else down here has what I call needs some box surgery. Has a sticker, or yeah, has a sticker again, and or like maybe it's like a poor copy of the box, and I might have an extra one, or it's missing a manual. There's some type of flaw that makes it not complete. So I've been shoving them into this box real quick for today. I have to go through all of these and figure out which ones are complete, which ones are box only, so on and so forth. And then down there in that binder is all my extra manuals. Along with that little stack right there is stuff that I need. And then up here is majority of my carts plus manuals, and then plus more loose boxes. These are all my completes that I like to display because they're, high value or just like common titles. And then more Super Nintendo manuals I'm still processing because I need to figure out all of this stuff first so I know exactly what I'm truly missing and what I truly need. So when I go through all my new stuff, I'm like, oh, like, I know in my collection notes, I have a really poor copy of this one. So I can, set it aside and put it in its right box and upgrade whenever possible my own personal collection. So far for my eBay weekend sales, it's only, December 10th at 9 a.m. I still have the entire rest of today to sell stuff on eBay. There's $760, which is only 15 items, which ended up being some pretty good stuff. You got a PS2 Silver Slim for $130. Mario Kart Wii's right now are going for absolutely insane. I don't know if you guys know this or understand how like eBay, Amazon, FB, and all that stuff works. But during Christmas time, especially Q4, which is what we're in, Mario Kart Wii spike to an insane price renewed on Amazon, which is an entirely different thing than just normal FBA sellers. Renewed, you have to get ungated and renewed eligible, which is like a massive $50,000 paywall. I had a buddy who did it. His name is Alex. Shout out to you if you ever watched this. Retro Game Rescue. He had to buy $50,000 of Nintendo Switches to get enabled to sell renewed Nintendo games on Amazon. So massive paywall, but the return is absolutely bonkers. So right now on eBay, I sold a Mario Kart Wii for $40 complete. On Amazon, they're going for $84 renewed, which is just nuts. And we'll go back to our sales. We got Donkey Kong Country returns on the Wii. This was the shout out to this guy. It was his first ever purchase, so thank you very much. DS lots, disc only lots. Some people don't like selling disc onlys, but you know, Destroy All Humans 2, that's just, that does sell. And then another N64 console bundle lot for Ocarina of Time sold for $150. I guess oh yeah, and then the Mario Kart 1 sold for $110, so really big difference in pricing. And then I do pretty good on these retail arbitrage Minecraft toys. You buy them at the store. I think retail is like $11, but you can get them on a bunch of sales and clearance and stuff, and I sell them for $30 and $25 respectively. So after all fees, everything said and done, I haven't shipped it obviously, but there's $21.25 with tax, promotions, fees, blah, 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 whatever. So I turned $10 into $21.25, assuming you didn't buy your product at a discount, which is typically 20 or 30% off. So you could get it for like 8 or 7, maybe sometimes 5. $10 left, you buy it full retail, you sell it for $21.25. Shipping's probably, where are they at? Texas. So probably $4, maybe $4.44 max. So you turn $10 into about $15. So you 50% return. What bank's gonna give you 50% return in 24 hours? Probably none. Just a weird little fun fact you guys can do doing retail arbitrage. It's definitely a real thing. If you don't know what retail arbitrage is, abbreviation is RA. A lot of people like to do it. Or OA is online arbitrage. Retail arbitrage is when you can go physically to a store and you can buy a product literally off the shelf that sells for more online. It's literally as simple as it sounds, straightforward. But the hard part is finding the product in store that does sell for more online. When I first tried this, I had my, right here actually, I had my little Bluetooth finger scanner, so you can like literally put it on your finger and you click the little button on the side, yeah, that side, the yellow button, and it's a barcode scanner. And then this is eYoYo, if you ever are curious, highly recommend it. But I went to all my local like stores that did have a toy aisle and literally sat there and scanned it when my wife was at her old job. This is moments like 3 years ago. Oh, and my cat's climbing on my desk. Okay. Oh. And she knocked the phone in my hands. but literally went there, brute force knowledge, scanned the entire aisle. I should say there's like 500 items. Maybe like 6 were worth purchasing. Okay, so we're just leaving Safeway, drove an hour, met up with this gentleman. Unfortunately his daughter just passed, so he needs money really quick, and I ended up paying him 70% of all of these. I mean, this stuff is irrelevant. He threw those in for free. But a bunch of heavy hitters right here. Plus the Death Stranding controller and the Alpine Green controller as well. So quick update from that pretty heavy hitter PS2 bundle I bought from that gentleman about an hour away. A couple of them already sold, which I put up one. Xenosaga Episode 1 already sold for I think $37. And then here is the rest of these heavy hitters. I'll flip the camera around. As you can tell, Silent Hill 1, 2, 3, and 4. Maybe to the average person's eye, you can't see the issue at the moment, besides obviously the Silent Hill 4 heavy box artware. But the Silent Hill cover art is actually fake. If you look at the color difference of Silent Hill 2 to Silent Hill 3, Silent Hill 3 is obviously like a more like almost bluish tone. And the colors are just all off. Which I noticed when I was scanning it to put it into my system, the barcode coloring is just way off. So unfortunately, this does hurt my overall buy cost of it, but still, that's okay. I'm happy to help the gentleman, and I'll still make a profit no matter what. But just something to keep an eye out. I didn't think I had to because he was also a reseller himself, but some people obviously don't know that there can easily be reproduction, faked box art, cover art for these old disc-based media. And yes, this does affect the value. People sell the box art only for like 40, 50 bucks, so something to keep an eye out for.